Deep beneath the golden sands of Egypt, where the sun casts long shadows over the timeless pyramids, a team of archaeologists embarked on a groundbreaking expedition. Led by Dr. Jonathan Reeves, an ambitious historian with a penchant for the unknown, the team had uncovered a hidden passage beneath the Great Pyramid of Giza. For centuries, scholars had theorized about the existence of secret chambers within the pyramids, chambers that held more than mere relics of the past. But no one had ever imagined what lay beyond the threshold of the forgotten corridor they had just discovered. As the team carefully maneuvered through the dust-laden passageway, the air grew thick with an eerie silence. Their torches flickered, casting spectral shadows against the limestone walls adorned with ancient hieroglyphs. Dr. Sarah Carter, the team's epigraphy expert, traced her fingers over the carvings, her eyes widening in disbelief. This isn't standard funerary text, she murmured. These symbols speak of something unnatural. Reeves peered over her shoulder, his pulse quickening. The inscriptions depicted a figure not seen in any known Egyptian mythology. An elongated form with piercing eyes, towering over kneeling pharaohs. It was neither God nor man, but something else entirely. The deeper they ventured, the more unsettling the discoveries became. The walls seemed to whisper as they moved forward, the very air pulsating with an otherworldly energy. Finally, they reached an imposing stone doorway, sealed for millennia. With great effort, they pried it open, revealing a chamber unlike any other. The room was enormous, its ceiling lost in darkness. At its center lay a sarcophagus, its obsidian surface untouched by time. Strange metallic veins ran through the stone, pulsing with a faint glow. The team exchanged uneasy glances. This material, it's not from this world, whispered Dr. Ahmed El-Sayed, the team's geologist. Reeves took a cautious step forward, his gloved hands brushing against the lid of the sarcophagus. The moment he made contact, a tremor shook the chamber. The torches flickered wildly, and a low hum resonated from the ancient walls. The lid began to slide open on its own accord. Inside, there was no mummy, only an empty void, a darkness that seemed to stretch infinitely. Then a shadow moved. Before any of them could react, an ethereal presence surged from the sarcophagus, enveloping the room in darkness. A voice echoed in their minds, ancient and commanding. "You were not meant to find this place." Panic erupted. The team scrambled for the exit, but the chamber seemed to twist and warp around them. The walls no longer obeyed the laws of physics, corridors stretching and folding in on themselves. Reeves fought to keep his bearings, his heart pounding. "We need to get out now." But as they ran, the presence followed, whispering secrets lost to time, showing them visions of civilizations long before Egypt, of beings who walked the earth before man, beings whose rule was only interrupted, not erased. Then, as suddenly as it began, the terror ceased. The team found themselves standing back at the pyramid's entrance, the passage behind them gone, sealed as if it had never existed. Breathing heavily, Reeves turned to his team. "No one will believe what we've seen." Dr. Carter shuddered, glancing back at the impenetrable wall of stone. Maybe that's for the best. Yet as they departed, Reeves couldn't shake the feeling that something had been watching him, and that one day it would return. The aftermath. In the weeks following their discovery, Reeves and his team found themselves haunted by strange occurrences. Shadows moved where none should exist. Their dreams were plagued with whispers in a language they couldn't comprehend. Electronic devices malfunctioned in their presence. Dr. Ahmed El-Sayed attempted to analyze the metallic veins from the sarcophagus, but every sample he collected seemed to vanish overnight. Sarah Carter found herself obsessed with the hieroglyphs, convinced that they contained a warning, one she had failed to understand in time. Then came the disappearances. One by one, members of the expedition vanished without a trace. First was Ahmed, his apartment ransacked, but no signs of forced entry. Then came Sarah, last seen staring at the stars, murmuring about the watchers beyond the veil. Reeves knew he was next. He felt it in the air, the way shadows seemed to stretch toward him, the way reflections in mirrors lingered a moment too long. The world itself felt wrong. He tried to warn the world, but no one would listen. His reports were dismissed as delusions. The authorities found no evidence of the hidden chamber. The Great Pyramid stood unchanged, as though history had rewritten itself to erase their intrusion. And then, one fateful night, as he sat in his study, poring over ancient texts, he felt a presence behind him, a whisper colder than death,